this is a reminder that anyone that has spiritual gifts, that is a messenger of the spirits, is never going to be up in the comment section of your post in your space trying to give you a reading, trying to connect to your energy. Okay? Real readers of energy, people that do this for real, are not going to message people that they do not know and that you don't know them and try to give you a reading or try to get you to book a reading with them. Do you know what gives you permission to read people? Their acknowledgement of you. You have to know someone in some kind of way in order for them to be able to read you. So what gives you permission is that you know them and they know of you. Okay? That is what gives permission for people to read energy. Okay? Accurately. Divinely. And I would be careful of trying to read people, because people that are hip to this, even if you believe that they're not, people that are hip to energy, like myself, I have wards surrounding me and mine. And it's not all love and light over here. I have trickster spirits that guide me in my path. I have spirits that are under them. And I have wards surrounding me all. I don't give permission to anybody that don't know me to read me. You have to know my energy, and even with that, I have wards protecting my energy. What gives permission is that they have to know of you in some type of way, and you have to know of them in some type of way. So that can be as little as you guys follow each other. You guys follow each other and know of each other online. That could be as little as that, but you got to be in the same room or give somebody permission to read you accurately. So anybody that's reaching out to you guys through my comments, anybody that's reaching out to you, period, in your DMs, in your comments, trying to read you down, they are a manipulator. They're a scammer, or their agenda has nothing to do with yours. So just be safe out there, and remember to put your wards up. I would be leery of what these people are saying in your DMs, in your comment section, because you don't know what spirits are working through them, especially if you are actively in communication 24/7. There's not a time that you do not hear your guides. I would be leery, okay? Especially if you're sitting down and you're present with yourself and with your guides. I would be leery. I would question what kind of spirits that they're getting their information from, especially if they do not know you and you do not know them. Real people that deliver messages, people that really do this, they do not do that. They do not go and deliver messages through comments or through DMs, unless you guys know each other. And even with that, I would be leery of that, because the connection is what's important. A lot of these people that claim to be workers of energy, that have no idea what energy is, and have no idea what they're doing, because like I said, somebody that is true to this is not up in somebody's business that don't know them. Okay. A lot of these people are literally leading you astray, away from your path. And if you're not aware, and this is why I was preaching just the other day, last week, to stay in communication. This is the time to lock in with your spiritual team, because the veil is thin right now. Spirits are running rapid, for sure, right now with everything that's happening in the world. A lot of these, scammers and people that want to manipulate and harvest energy from people are saying the things that are actually going against your mission, your purpose, in whatever you're trying to do with self and your life. Energy likes transaction, and energy is currency. So it likes to flow. So know when you're giving someone your energy, okay? And know when you're not. And a lot has to do with awareness. So again, I will preach this again like I did a week or so ago before all of this shit went down. Be in communication with your spiritual team, because when you constantly sit at the altar of your guides, and that doesn't mean some physical altar, that means you close your eyes and you're at the altar of life. You become unpenetrated. You can't be penetrated. And you stay in alignment with your mission, your purpose, your flow that's going to, enhance your life. I know it's a tough time for all of us right now as a collective. And that's why it's more important to draw inward towards your guides during this time. Because again, there's a lot of spirits working through people, through situations, through these devices, and what's going to lead us out is our spiritual team. I know that's hard to hear from a lot of people, but when you stay in alignment with what you are meant to focus on at this time on the grid that we're all experiencing, trust and believe staying in alignment with what you are supposed to do is going to help all. Okay? So stay safe, don't get scammed, don't get tricked. Because another thing, a lot of these scammers are trying to read actual readers in their comments. I've had fake pages, made about me. I've had people reach out to my audience trying to read them. These are all scammers. I've even had people in my comments trying to read me and act as if they know something that's going on in my life. Like, this is like a new tactic that I've seen over the last year or so. And I just feel like it's not going to work over here. Like, first of all, don't you know that I got these angels and these goblins? I would be really leery about tapping into people's energy that you don't fucking know. I know I'm a baddie with a body, I get it, but I'm really an old woman under all of this. And like I said, I got trickster spirits, shape-shifting spirits that protect me and that guide me. And so I would just be really leery, like, even if this is a real thing of people trying to read like actual energy workers, I would tread lightly. Don't disrespect your energy by trying to give it to somebody else. I don't want your energy. You can't reach me over here, anyone, unless I give you access to. Like, that's where I'm at in my own journey, that people cannot read me and reach me unless I give permission. I'm very, very adapted to working with energy, whether I look like it or not. I know I'm a trickster energy as well. Like, I know I'm a baddie, but you sit down, and that's the thing. You got to sit down to have a conversation with me to know exactly what I look like. Okay? In true form, energy form, because I'm really an old woman under all of this. You know who I am? I'm that lady. I'm the red woman. I am the red woman from Game of Thrones. Okay. Anyways, don't disrespect your energy by giving it to somebody else, whether it's a scammer or you're trying to connect to someone that you don't know. And the people that are being contacted by these scammers, telling you that they got a message from your guides are hitting them up. Okay. Again, real energy workers, messengers, oracles, seers do not do that. And if you feel disconnected from your guides, because I know I'm like, connect to your guides, get to your spiritual team, find someone that that knows how to connect to their ancestors, knows how to connect to their guides. Now, I will be the first one to say that once you learn, you will develop your own system and your own way of working with them. Somebody's, suggestions and their advice and their system can help you connect to your own. So I would book an appointment with someone that's, that is able to do that. You could book a reading with me. In fact, I get a lot of clients wanting that exact reason. to book a reading with me is to find out how they can connect to their own guides and their ancestors. So I can help you if you feel lost, okay? Because I've been there a long time ago. I was lost, and I've developed my own system. And like I said, you will develop your own, but there's always a starting point, and we're a chain of students. Finding a teacher can be difficult because a lot of the physical can manipulate or trick the mind. So my advice is to really just get out there and see if somebody connects to your energy. If you're wanting to learn how to connect with your own guides, ancestors, mentors, in my opinion, our ancestors is a hierarchy of the people that guide us. The people that guide us. There's a hierarchy, and not every spirit, not every ancestor is meant to be worked with. But you do come into this life with assigned mentors. And that is really the group that you want to connect to first. Because that group of mentors are here to guide you in this life. And when I say connect to, I mean asking for advice. Your mentors. And it can be a little bit scary because we're more accustomed to want to go towards familiar energies, which is our ancestors. So you can still work with your ancestors, but I would hold off with asking for advice unless you know very much the energy that you're working with, the ancestor energy that you're working with. Because that also that needs a relationship developed. Our mentors are not so much. They are accustomed to our energy before we are before we are even aware of them. So you can still honor your ancestors, but I would want to gravitate towards the mentors. And that's where it gets scary for a lot of people, because a lot of people don't understand energy and they don't understand themselves. And so they can become fearful, so we have to work on not being. And so finding someone that can help you connect without fear, without, thinking things that are not necessarily true about yourself, that is able to empower you in who you truly are and what you possess, the powers, the abilities that you have. That's really important. So if you are interested in learning about connection with your guides and with your ancestors, and even developing a system of psychic protection, since I was talking about that, psychic protection, having wards, whether they're baneful or not, and assigning certain guides to protect you, we can talk about that too. There's a lot that goes into it, but the most important thing is not being fearful. That's what leads people towards these people that are manipulators and try to take advantage of you because they don't trust that they can actually do it themselves.
I just love, I feel like the light of my vanity is kind of too low, but it's really giving glow. But I also have a tarot course for those that want to learn the cards, want to learn to connect to energy, because in this tarot school, the Divine Tarot Academy, I'm not only teaching you textbook information of how to read the cards, but how to connect to them intuitively, how to connect to energy. Okay, so even if you want to take my route, which was very much self-taught and learning how to connect to energy through my own experience, I teach this through my tarot course. But that's it. That's all I have for the collective message. Just protect your energy out here in these streets. Okay, and stay with your people. Get connected with your people. Because it's crazy out here. But I need to whisper because my daughter is still asleep. But I'm ready for the day. I'm about to get my kids up. They are homeschooled, but we are doing summer school. So I'm about to go and put on my mom hat, my teacher hat, and get these kids to learning. First, I'm going to cook breakfast. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. See you tomorrow. Peace.